while we discuss this week 2.
Very, very interesting game.
Man, a good week of football, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right there. Let me good. I think we should be able to get through this because people don't be all right, so we're just gonna go through the scores, give some stat lines, and then for some of the more exciting games or our team games, we want to go into depth a little bit. We can, and yeah, we'll get to it. First up, obviously it's Monday, so last Thursday we had the Vikings and the Eagles. Eagles go up 2-0. Well, the Eagles are 2-0. I'm thinking about basketball. After a 34-28 victory over the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, 364 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift, 28 carries, $175, touchdown. Justin Jefferson, Swift. And Justin Jefferson, 11 catches for $159. But it was the night for DeAndre Swift, man, who led this team to a victory. Vikings almost pulled it out. Justin Jefferson fumbled the money away at the goal line. Pretty much did it. What you feel about this game?
The game was good, man. Vikings definitely had a chance to steal it, but that Justin Jefferson fumble over the goal line, they couldn't take the momentum. Really do what they did, man. A team like that with so much star power, you gotta take advantage of those miscues from them. And so they didn't, and lost them dearly.
Yeah, no ball. What you So the Vikings, they dropped the 0-2, Eagles 2-0. What you feel the ceiling is for the Eagles? You think they got a chance of going back to the bowl? What you thinking?
Yeah, they definitely got a chance to go back to the bowl. It's still early on, you know. Teams don't really balance out until like later on, so you can see who's who. We always get like a team start off crazy, and then they like one and done the playoffs. So they might even miss the playoffs, but I think Philly is going to be right there in the playoffs, making another run to go back to the bowl.
Yeah. Last thing about Philly is, I ain't gonna lie, man. When Miles Sanders left, I think he went to Carolina. I thought they was gonna be in trouble, man.
Oh, okay.
And I know they replaced him with DeAndre Swift, but man, he's paying dividends early, man.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy.
That's a hell of a running back. I mean, I guess because he was injury prone with them. And you know the whole thing, they don't like playing running backs now. So yeah, they let him go. But mistake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's looking like that.
I told you I wanted us to draft him. The Chiefs. Dude is a baller, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do going forward. So I guess we could bring it to the Sunday slate. The first game, which we kind of tuned in on this a little bit. You might have did it a little bit more than me because I had like other couple of games I was interested in. But the Packers and the Falcons, man. 25-24, last second field goal at the end. Let me see if I can get a stat line for you. Ritter, 237 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Correct me, is this Bijan Robinson, right?
Yes.
All right, 19 carries for $124, and who had 6 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown.
He got.
How'd you feel about this game?
It was a great game, man. Good win for Atlanta, man. I picked them to win that one. They were scaring me. Shout out to Jordan Love, man. He showed me a little bit something. I wasn't too big on him, but he's gonna be all right, man. They got some playmakers down there in Green Bay. Yeah, it was a great game. I'm glad they caught the win. Nice gutsy win.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't think that Jordan Love is as bad as I heard everybody making it seem. They made it seem like he was gonna be working at Walmart any day now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's definitely shown some. And He's definitely shown some potential, and you said they got what's his name, Watson.
Yeah, they got a slew of receivers. Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah. The two-headed running back monster, Jones and Dillon.
Yeah. And some of the other young guys was even showing up, like people I haven't even heard before. They were showing up making plays yesterday. Like, I can't remember the name, touchdowns. Watson, I think Watson's still out.
Oh, he's not playing.
Yeah, I know he missed the first game, and I don't remember hearing his name called.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll look forward to seeing like exactly what happens in that NFC North and South, especially the North, because a lot of those teams are catching L's right now. So we're gonna take it to the AFC, and the Raiders went to Buffalo to face the Bills, and I don't think they showed up. It was a 38-10 shellacking. In which Josh Allen 274 yards, 3 touchdowns, rebound from last week's debacle. Gabe Davis 6 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown, and Cook for Buffalo 17 carries for $123. Buffalo needed this kind of victory after the way that they did last week. Would you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. But people don't drink the Kool-Aid too quick. You know what I'm saying? They did what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? For my betting people and all that.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm not a big Josh Allen fan. You know what I'm saying? People will take this type of game, put them back in the MVP race.
Buffalo is back. Buffalo is back.
I told y'all. I told y'all.
Changing max.
Right. We'll see what happens week 3. Because like I said, Josh Allen is. I ain't gonna say he's turnover prone, but yeah, he's close to it, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's enough about that. We're gonna stay in the AFC, and the Ravens travel to Cincinnati. And what was a very entertaining game for the most part. Baltimore pulls out this victory 27-24. They go to 2-0, and the Bengals fall to 0-2. Now, before we get to the actual synopsis of the game, is it time to panic about the Bengals?
I think maybe like 1 or 2 more weeks, and we'll see.
Okay.
But
you said 1 or 2 more weeks, you mean like 0-4?
0-3, 0-4, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's alarming. Because like the offense just hasn't looked like the high-powered offense. You know what I'm saying? Jamar Chase, I think he got a little bit more in the yardage, but I think he's still not on the board for a touchdown this year. You know what I'm saying? One of the most dynamic receivers in the league. You know what I'm saying? Along with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely got to get that together and start off 0-2. That's going to be a crazy, crazy tough, competitive division right there as I just get hit with a claymore.
He's talking about some ouch.
You know how you just see the claymore? Like, wow. He died to that.
thought he seen one in real life or something.
Might as well, man.
Oh yeah, so let me give you the stat line. Lamar Jackson 237 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. Gus Edwards 10 carries, 62 yards and a touchdown. And Gabe Davis, my bad. T. Higgins 8 receptions for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm on board with what you're saying, man. I think I'm not gonna panic yet about Cincy, but it's not a red light, but the light's yellow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, the division being out 0-2 in the division, as well as the AFC conference. We know the AFC is like a bloodbath every year anyway.
Yeah.
So starting off 0-2 is really, really dangerous. Good right there. But yeah, so we're gonna swing over back to the NFC, where the Seattle Seahawks went to Detroit, and got a W against the Lions. I know you were watching this game as well, I think via the red zone.
Yeah.
And it seemed like an exciting finish. I didn't see it, so I'll let you talk about this once I hit the stat line of Geno Smith, 328 yards passing, leading passer of the game with 2 touchdowns. Montgomery, 16 carries, 67 yards, 1 touchdown, leading rusher. And is it Amona St. Brown or Amora St. Brown?
I think it's Amon St. Brown.
Oh my!
Yeah.
2 options and both of them is wrong. Okay.
Yeah, what a crazy. I might have
6
even said it wrong.
receptions. Hey, 6 receptions, 102 yards. So what you feel about this game?
Man, this is a crazy game. It is like one of those ones I was talking to It's Me AP on TikTok earlier. It was like I was just befuddled. Like everyone picked the Lions for some reason. I guess because they beat us, and that's why I say don't sip the Kool-Aid. I stuck with my guns. I went with Seattle. I know Seattle's a pretty good team from last year. Detroit, they got lucky against us. So I went with Seattle. And man, it was a crazy seesaw game. With Seattle being able to take the lead and take control of the game after scoring to get like a slight edge, I think like a 3-point lead, and then Jared Goff did Jared Goff things and threw a pick 6, and that kind of like almost cemented the game. Even though Lions had a chance to come back towards the end, but couldn't pull off the come from behind victory late in the game.
Yeah, and I mean they got it to overtime, so there's something about that to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They aren't the normal trash that they've been. They've been better than that, but I guess yesterday was kind of like what we would call a typical Lions loss.
Yeah, the cardiac cats. That's what they used to call them.
So we're gonna see they're in the NFC North with the Packers and the Vikings.
The Bears.
They're both 0-2. Yeah, so they have I'm not gonna say room for error, but they'll be okay. Seattle, if they're gonna compete, I don't think they can, but if they want to, they're gonna need to get these W's like this, especially in a division with the 49ers and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So speaking of being in a vaunted division, we're gonna take this to the AFC, where the Chargers went to Tennessee and lost in overtime to the Titans, 24-27, falling to 0-2. Titans 1-1. Stat line right quick. Derrick Henry, 25 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to tell you like this, bro. The 80 yards felt like much more. I don't know why, but
such a bruise in 80 yards.
It felt like he had 170 or something. Keenan Allen, 8 catches for $111 with 2 touchdowns, and Herbert leading passer with 305 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna start this one off. I want to say like the story of this is defense. I'm not a fan of. I'm the Chargers fan. I'm not a fan of the defense, bro. We start off good, and then the other team kind of gets going, and it seems like we always just let them make one more play than what it would take to secure a win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yesterday was no different. Started off kind of slow, got a little lead, and then let them do whatever it took for them to get back in the game. I wasn't a fan of Justin Herbert in the overtime. We got the ball first, and he literally threw 3 straight passes out of bounds, not even giving his receivers like a chance, and kicked it off to them. They immediately drove down and got a field goal and lost. How do you feel about this? If you have any thoughts on this at all?
I definitely have thoughts on a division rival. I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like Tennessee's like one of them teams I'm not too high on, even though like I think all they pretty much have is Henry. You know what I'm saying? Tannehill might make a few plays here and then. They got D-Hop that'll help his passing game. Throw the ball up to it. But I definitely thought the Chargers should have won this easily. And but yeah, that's the thing, man. I know you wasn't a fan of a lot of the play call, and I know I had a good hand watching Kellen Moore live when I was a Cowboys.
Yeah.
Super repetitive play caller, man. He doesn't know balance and stuff like that. I know you was complaining about running the ball. Yeah, tell him more.
Yeah, that running the ball on, and this is like across the league. That running the ball on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 type of ordeal. Like, I don't know what the hell that's about. Like trying to catch the defense off guard or something maybe. But bro, this is, you're just basically giving the possession up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big fan at all about that. The Chargers going to, and it's going to be tough to climb out of this hole, especially in the AFC. But we'll see how things unfold. Might got to do like how you were saying yesterday, pull up the mock draft. You know what I'm saying? It's scout, hey, Deion Sanders, man. Send us some of that Colorado's finest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got a quarterback. I say maybe I get Travis. Was it Hunter?
Yeah. Wide receiver, cornerback, need it.
Especially J.C. Jackson.
Yeah,
get him out
getting cooked. Yeah, might just go ahead and take Shador for the hell of it. Bring Deion with him, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, imagine prime time in Hollywood, man. That'd be sweet, right?
Yeah, it's so fitting. Like, where else could you put Deion?
Alright, so we're gonna move on with the Chicago Bears went to Tampa Bay and took an L to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers 2-0, man. That's a high right there.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, the leading stat line all came from the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, 317 yards passing with 1 touchdown. White for the Buccaneers, 17 carries, 73 yards on the touchdown. And Mike Evans, 6 catches, $171 and 1 touchdown. Sheesh. Have anything to add about this game? I didn't see anything from this game other than the highlights.
Yeah, just seeing a few highlights. Only thing I would add is Justin Fields, man, you gotta work on your game, man. I watched like some film of his drop back. A lot of people point out like super lackadaisical. Doesn't have any urgency in his drop back. He was missing like hella reads, you know what I'm saying? Which would have probably helped him win this game. Yeah, you know, typical people running wide open for touchdowns. He taking unnecessary sacks, holding the ball and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Hopefully he can get it together. They gave him the weapons. You know, once you get the weapons, that leash is short. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, that's pretty much just all.
Caleb wins.
And I'm done. I'm done picking them niggas too. Like the second straight week that they let me down.
Are you picked them?
Yeah, because like I said, I'm not too big with the Buccaneers. And I had high hopes for the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Step.
Right.
With DJ Moore, a receiver that I like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With Claypool and, you know what I'm saying? And his running ability.
Is he playing? I know he was hurt last week. Claypool.
I think he played. I think he even got a touchdown yesterday, I believe.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, hopefully they can get it together. Again, they're in a division that, you know, there's no runaway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, progress will be good for them. So that brings us to the Chiefs and the Jaguars. We definitely watched this game, and the Chiefs pulled out the 17-9 victory. Patty Mahomes, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 305 yards passing. Pacheco, 12 carries, 70 yards, and the lead receiver came from Jacksonville, which was Christian Kirk with 11 catches for $110 yards. How did you feel about this game, sir? This is your team, the Chiefs.
Oh man, I'm first of all, I'm just happy to get a win. It's crazy to get on the winning side of things. So injury, riddled and banged up, and suspensions and stuff like that. So I'm just happy to get this victory, man. But we got like a lot of things we got to clean up, man. A lot of penalties, like one of our biggest free agent acquisitions. Kind of got benched, you know what I'm saying? You know, the guy who getting with the flags, whatever. He was going crazy with the flags. Donovan Smith, man. So many penalties, so many game or drive-killing penalties, man. And we just don't have the offensive firepower right now to overcome that stuff, man. So, and last thing I'll say, receivers got to step up, man. Like Pat Mahomes is putting the ball there. They just not be able to come down with it secured. Plays on it, man. They got to help him out, man.
Okay.
Good victory, man.
You know who y'all play next?
The Bears.
Okay. Well, that's a good gimme right there, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, good. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully we get some momentum going, man. And it'd be like I told you, quarterbacks always look good against us.
I don't. Y'all be good.
Jackson Jefferson be looking like the goddamn Mike Vick out there. 20 yards passing, 100 yards rushing.
Super wild. All right, so that's going to bring us to the Colts and the Texans. Colts pick up the 31-20 victory over the Texans. They 1-1, Texans 0-2. We're going to get the stat line here. C.J. Stroud, 384 yards passing, 2 touchdowns for the Texans. Moss, 18 carries, 88 yards on the touchdowns. And Collins for Houston, 7 catches, a $146, and 1 touchdown. This seemed like a pretty good game for Anthony Richardson until he got put out with a concussion, I believe. Wasn't a concussion? And seemed pretty promising, but at least the team was able to keep the momentum and hold on and get that W. I want your opinion on like both of the rookie quarterbacks. What do you think about them so far?
Definitely like what I see from Anthony Richardson so far. Good dual threat quarterback. Just hopefully he can just stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? The injury he got, it was from actually scoring a touchdown, fall against the ground, and your neck snap back, head snap back, hit the turf, and you know what I'm saying, they put him in a concussion protocol. Stroud, still got to see a little bit more from him. It's hard to evaluate him because they don't really have the firepower around him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Mechie's just coming back, Collins, decent wide receiver. But yeah, man, still need like the offensive line and good pieces around him. But I think he can be all right.
Yeah. Same thing here. I'm interested to see like the little youngins progress and grow, and then see like these teams still a playoff spot or something like that. Obviously, I think we both have Jacksonville winning this division. But, maybe somebody else can sneak in. Nah, I doubt it, because maybe somebody in the North and the West, right?
Yeah, West probably definitely get 2 spots.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the North.
Yeah, because the Ravens, maybe the Bengals get it together.
The Browns looking all right.
Yeah, the Browns, yeah. Possibly could be 2-0 after the night. We'll see. So speaking of being all right, San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams. This game was super entertaining. Actually closer than I expected it to be. 49ers get the W, 30-23. Matt Stafford, 307 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Christian McCaffrey, 20 carries for a $116 and a touchdown. And I am about to butcher this for sure.
Yeah.
Is it Nakua?
I'm not even sure, bro. Like you said,
Nakua, receiver for the Rams, 15
rookie.
catches, 147 yards, and he was putting on a clinic all afternoon. Remember when we talked about Colorado versus Colorado State, and all the attention was on Colorado, but you brought up Horton in your video?
Yeah.
This is that exact same scenario. That guy is crazy good.
Yeah. And that's going to be something to see when Cooper comes back.
Yes, sir. That guy is talented. Of course, the 49ers did what they did, get their shit together, and then put the clamps on you. But, boy, for a while, it looked like they were going to get that upset W for sure. How'd you feel about this game?
Definitely was a good game. Half for CMC he's him. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, man, but that's the thing about division games, man. You never really know how they go. High scoring, low scoring, ugly games. Teams are like two different levels, but somehow, some way, it's a close game. You see each other twice a year, maybe sometimes 3, and they know each other in and out, man, in and out.
Yeah, the coaches are best friends.
Right.
You know, so all types of little nuances. No matter who's out there, for some reason, hey, you know to be here, you know to be there. This is what they want to do. Yeah. Oh, this got killed by her. That would bring us to the all these afternoon games are pretty good except for one. The Giants and the Cardinals. And the Giants are 1-1, Cardinals 0-2. The hunt for Caleb continues. 31-28. Giants complete a crazy comeback because they were getting beat on throughout the course of this game. Daniel Jones, 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. John Connor, 23 carries, $106, a touchdown, and Hyatt for the Giants, 2 receptions, 89 yards. 2 catches for 90 yards is crazy. But how did you feel about this game? This was a very entertaining game. It turned out to be.
Yeah, man. I was super surprised how it turned out, but I did pick the Giants. It's crazy. The Giants, what's that word you use? Shellacked. They was getting shellacked.
Yeah, shellacking. Yeah.
They got up like 21-0 and 28-7 and stuff like that, and they came all the way back, man. But just with big plays, like Waller came in clutch, Hyatt, the rookie, you know, didn't have too many catches, but that's his thing. He's a big play, deep threat wide receiver. So came in with some clutch catches. Unfortunately, Saquon got hurt. I got to look into and see how long he's going to be out, but definitely tough, gutsy win, even though it was a team they should have, you know, handled. But hey, that's why we play the game.
Correct. Definitely look forward to seeing how this NFC East unfolds because we're gonna take it to the Cowboys and the Jets, and this is a team that handle business. Cowboys get the 30-10 victory over the Jets. Dak Prescott, 255 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Let y'all see this right. 25 carries for 72 yards. And obviously CeeDee Lamb was putting in hella work. 11 catches for $143. Yeah. This was a game where both teams had 2 tremendous defenses, but one defense gets worn out because basically of the lack of offensive play. Yeah. How did you feel about this game?
You know what I'm saying? It's a lackluster game, man. I want to see a little bit more from the Cowboys offense, man. They kicked a lot of field goals, you know what I'm saying? They have like kind of good field position and stuff like that. Like, this is the games I want to see something from Dak. Tony Pollard, you say, a lot of carries, only for 70-some yards.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that is a good defense, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, if you want to be that bell cow running back, you're going to have good running games versus these defenses, you know what I'm saying? But, man, tough victory. Like you said, they handled business. They did what they were supposed to do. It ain't always going to be pretty, but that's like one of them things. Don't sip the Kool-Aid, man. Like, these Cowboys, they going to do what they do. They look good pretty on. I want to see how they hold out. I did see, like, some interesting things, like Gilmore was kind of getting beat.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Garrett Wilson was putting him to shame.
He's him. You know what I'm saying?
As my mom used to say. Yeah. So before we leave this game, question, right? If you're the Jets, do you really just tank this season away? Because basically that's what you're doing. Obviously Aaron Rodgers is gone for the season or January, but by the time January gets here, you could be 0-12 or some shit like that. Do you go get a quarterback? Is there a quarterback to even go get? What do you do, bro?
Hey, it depends on who's out there, man. If you can make a move, definitely try to. Like you said, you put a lot of stuff in place to win now. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to take advantage of it. Sucks that plan A didn't go the way you wanted to go. But I mean, if it's a deal you can make without mortgaging the future too much, I say go do it, man.
Agree. Definitely got to. What's up, Pickle? How you doing, man? How you doing? I definitely agree. I don't even know who's available, but maybe you call the Saints and would Jameis Winston be okay? You know what I'm saying?
He'd be better than what's his name? He'd be better than Zach Wilson, but I don't know how much they. It depends on how much they want for him. And I just think they just signed like they got ex-chief Chad Henne to come out of retirement.
Who could got?
The Jets, I think.
Oh wow, yeah. All right, so
That kind of tells you what they want to do.
yeah, they're gonna tank the season. Why not go get Caleb Williams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Fuck it. It's risky. I mean, it's nothing you can do this season anyway, I guess. But man, I would just, you know how you say don't sip the Kool-Aid, to use your terminology. Man, it's just a reoccurring pattern. I was a Jets fan for so long. I've been a Jets fan like most of my life. You know what I'm saying? And this is very reminiscent of 10 to 12 years ago with the whole Sanchez thing, where you just had this stout defense in place, special teams is good, skill positions is okay, and the only thing missing is a quarterback. And you just can't get that quarterback right. You know what I'm saying? You bring in Aaron, he gets hurt, I know, but honestly, even before bringing in Aaron, bro, that's been a problem for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I ain't gonna say they. You know me, I be joking around saying they curse, but yeah, I don't know. But we'll see how things turn out. So one of the more exciting finishes of the day, and I think I am gonna sip a little bit of this Kool-Aid once we get to that point in the conversation. The Commanders travel to the Broncos and pull up an upset. And yes, I'm going to say upset because the Broncos is definitely favored in this game. 35-33, and what had one of the more exciting finishes of the day. Can we get the stat line here? Russell Wilson, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns, an interception. Brian Robinson, I didn't butcher him today, 18 carries, 87 yards, and 2 TDs. And I believe it's Marcus Mims, right?
Yeah.
Marcus Mims, which is this? Okay, 2 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown. 2 catches. And what started off as, we're gonna say shellacking. Broncos jump out to a 21-3 lead. Give up a touchdown right before the half. Bonehead play in which nearly decapitates Logan Thomas. They end up going for 2 and getting the 2. And then the second half, long story short, they outscored the Broncos 31-3, basically in that run. Before the Broncos score at the end on a Hail Mary, which was just unbelievable. And then botching the 2-point conversion, and Washington ends up getting this W. What did you feel about this game?
Man, this was an amazing game. Like that comeback they did. And then thought he was about to get some extra time with the Hail Mary. I was surprised. How do you catch that? How do you let that happen? Smack the ball down. Like, what do y'all do? That's an amazing comeback. And it's like crazy. Like we talk about like cursed teams and characteristics. That's not something that franchise typically does, you know?
Right.
You come back
That's
like
correct.
that to show that type of resilience. And it's crazy. Like I said, it's not the way I had it, but I did pick the Commanders to win that game.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing I can't say. I think we all picked the Commanders to win that game. I don't know what it was, but it was just a feeling, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I saw the spread and I was like, yeah, I'm not buying this right here. Give me the Commanders. Like, that's you. All right, but all right. So, 2 questions on this one. Are you feeling the Commanders? And how do you feel about the Broncos right now? Let me see. Broncos are 0-2. They're in our division, and the Commanders are 2-0, man. 2-0. What you feeling, man? What you feeling for both teams?
I'm feeling a little bit better about the Broncos. I was, you know what I'm saying, a little bit scared they'd be putting it together. I mean, it's still, like I said, it's still, you know what I'm saying, you got a coach and Sean Payton. They got a nice team. They just, I don't know what's going on with them. But, like, you know, like Russ had his struggles. I don't know if he's going to continue to have his struggles. But, you know, I like the little easy coast to the playoffs, winning the West, you know. Don't try shaking stuff up too much, Denver.
Yeah,
And like, there's so many talented teams potentially in the West. The Raiders, they got talent across the board. They just ain't better put it together. Same thing with the Chargers and the Broncos.
Yeah.
And the Commanders, like I always was like kind of up on the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Granted, the Raiders, so they always like the butt jokes and stuff like that. But like that's another team, you know. When you get to looking at a team, they get to stockpiling talent. You know, eventually you're gonna get over the hump. And you know, when we used to do our regular podcast, I picked like a lot of their players and to be like defensive player of the year, something like that. Chase Young, you know, he didn't do it, but you know, I had a feeling they was on the horizon. You know.
Right. Yeah. Very stout defensive line. Yeah, I'm gonna sip some of the Sam Howell Kool-Aid, man. I like Sam Howell, man. Know he's young, not perfect. He doesn't get rattled in those moments. He's not scared to like take chances and let the ball fly when you need to let the ball fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna hate. Russ played a good game for the most part. Obviously, that interception you had was probably one of the more boneheaded interceptions you'll ever see watching football. I mean, they're playing like some type of cover 2 or cover 3. There's literally nobody on that side of the field but a cornerback, and he throws it over there. Maybe trying to throw it out of bounds and just didn't get all of it or something. I don't know. How do you see like this ended with the Broncos though? If this season like carries on the way that it is, do you think they try to get rid of Russ? Obviously, we don't think Sean Payton's on like a short leash, do we?
Nah, Sean Payton definitely not on a short leash. And Russ, like you said, Mike got like a year or 2 more. You know what I'm saying? Depending on options and cap penalties and stuff like that, letting him go. Are they able to do it? You know, that's a big salary. And and if you know what I'm saying, one team didn't reap benefits, you know what I'm saying? How
who's gonna
who's gonna want to do it?
Take
you know
that
what I'm saying? Like I said, maybe somebody would, but at the price, you know what I'm saying?
The Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fitting. Yeah, so we'll take it to the last game. We'll go ahead and wrap this up, and that's the Dolphins and the Patriots. 24-17. Patriots fall to 0-2, and they actually garner a lot of more headlines than I expected. Actually, and the Dolphins improved to 2-0. This is an AFC East battle right there. Can we get the stat line? Tua had the ball over. I said that right. 249 yard passes, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Mostert, 18 carries for $121 and 2 touchdowns. And Jalen Waddle is the leading receiver with 4 receptions for 86 yards. Jeez, it must be nice. I didn't see this game. I fell asleep on it. When I fell asleep, it was 3-0 or something like that. But from watching the highlights, it seems like obviously the Patriots just don't have enough talent. Mac Jones, whether it's him not being good enough or him just constantly being under pressure, which is what I think that's the problem is. Bill Belichick was getting a lot of headlines today. You know, is the system flawed? You know, was it Tom Brady? What do you think about this?
This bunch of bull crap, man. People just wait, like how we always say, people hate on him. You know what I'm saying? They were just waiting. They hate on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Bill Belichick is still Bill Belichick. Like, that's the thing. Like no, everybody needs help. You know what I'm saying? Like just because he's a good coach, got a good system, that don't mean he can just wave his hand and just turn everybody into a Pro Bowl, 4-time winning Super Bowl champion. You know, it's just dumb. It is just so stupid. And that's what you get in today's sports microwave era, man. People just can't wait to jump on the hot take.
Super facts. Like to kick you when you're down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we wrapped up all the games. What do you think the fix is in New England? Do you think they need a quarterback? Do you think they just need?
Yeah.
What do you feel like the?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You don't.
They need talent.
You're out on
They need talent. You know what I'm saying? Some nice young talent. Maybe just stack some good drafts, hit on some good drafts, and rebuild.
Yeah, I feel like if they have to do that, they're probably gonna clean your house. I don't know. Well, that'll wrap up week 2. A lot of exciting week 2. You excited for week 3, man?
100%, man. Football, I only had it for 2 weeks. I'm definitely still excited. My team got the Bears coming up, so hopefully we can stack some wins, get some momentum going. Definitely excited, man.
Yeah. Team 0-2, but you know, I'm gonna hold out hope. You know what I'm saying? See if we can rally. I wish we was like y'all had the Bears up on the schedule, but knowing us, we'd probably losing them too. Yeah. But yeah,
what's the first thing y'all
definitely
lost?
Appreciate
Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. That's why I said it must be nice. The receiver last night was Waddle with 86 yards, and Tyreek Hill had like 200 yards against us.
Yeah.
Crazy. But definitely appreciate you joining me on this here cast.
No
you know
problem,
what I'm saying?
Man. Whenever you need me, just let me know. Grab them.
Yeah, depending on how it turn out, man. It might could be a early Monday type of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Let me know. Hopefully he does well. Hopefully his numbers come back crazy. Man, make sure y'all like, follow, man, subscribe, share.
Yeah, you definitely
comment.
Definitely could plug your social. Definitely could plug your socials.
Carpe Kicks on TikTok, man. I think Young Eli 930 on everything else.
Yeah. Try to put that on the screen. And when I say I hope it does well, the numbers don't matter to me. It's how I put it together and edit it.
Oh.
If that goes smoothly, then yeah, we'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I know. We'll be back. I know you're going to do your thing.